Hey everybody, welcome to another battle report from Lightem'up. I'm Donald and I've got another game here for you between my forces of Cygnar versus the forces of Khador, being led today by Obavnik Kommander Zerkova, or Zerkova 2, going up against my Haley 2 list. This game was actually played right before the previous game if you watched battle report number 7. We're going to be playing on the same table, we've got the same scenario, and we'll try to keep the mistakes to a minimum as much as possible. So, on today's game, we're playing scenario number 2, two fronts. We've got two vertically oriented zones, one friendly, one enemy, with an objective in the middle of each. You can destroy the enemy objective for one control point. You can control the enemy zone if you do that for one control point. You can dominate the enemy zone for two control points, or you can dominate your friendly zone for one control point. First to 5 control points wins, or caster assassination. So, on to the game. Okay, so he won first turn and decided he wanted to go first, so I gave him the side with the two forests. See there, my idea was really to try to bottleneck him up and force him to get all those dudes on either the right side of his forest or right in the middle of those two forests. That way I can concentrate on trying to clear out his zone, dominating, and really going for the scenario play on this one. So on his turn, he's just running up. He's got the Doom Reapers running with the Grey Lord Escort and Fenris running up. On the top flank, you got the Kayazi Assassins and Underboss going for a run. Get behind that forest, threatening my zone. He's going to have the Tactical Arcanist Corps run up, whopping 8 inches. Zerkova, she's just going to walk up. She doesn't put up any spells. Her Reaver Guard goes with her. We actually realized they get within 3 inches of the Tac Corps, so the Tac Corps have to take a command check, but they pass. Basically, his entire turn, everything's just running or walking up. He's not doing anything special. Standard turn 1 stuff. On my turn, I'm trying to decide like what exactly can I kill to really start this trade. I'm pretty sure I can wipe out all those Doom Reavers. Probably take Fenris off the board. So if I can do that, that'd be really good. That'll get me up on attrition really well, especially on a bottom of turn 1 style. So he's going to go ahead pass the turn. I'm going to give 1 focus to each of my jacks. I don't pull up the squire, and I'm just trying to determine like who exactly the defensive armor on the Chaos Assassins, because they're grouped up pretty high. I think I might be able to get a time bomb into them and kill a few. Storm Strider's going to go up. He's going to take 2 shots. The first shot going into that Doom Reaver is well within range. He's going to get 3 leaps. I can't damage the objective, but the objective still counts as a model, so unfortunately I'll leap into the objective and then leap into 2 more Doom Reavers and kill them. And then I will get 3 more leaps off his second shot, leap into the objective, do no damage. Kill the Grey Lord Escort. Actually end up rolling a high enough, getting a 9 to kill the Outrider, which is awesome. And then the Doom Reaver that I actually shot, he toughed. So because they're all simultaneous attacks, the tough does happen. So Stormwall's going to go up. He's going to take 2 boosted big gunshots into Fenris. The first one is going to manage to dismount him, and the second shot is going to manage to do enough to kill him. So bye bye Fenris. Put down some covering fire. Decide not to put out a storm pod. Iris is just going to walk up and take a gunshot at that Doom Reaver, sniper him off. Storm Caller is going to come up, call. The call does go off, but the guy toughs. Or no, sorry, the call does not go off. My bad. Yeah, so the call did not go off on the Storm Caller. So that knockdown Doom Reaver just stays knocked down. That's good though. I get 4 of the Doom Reavers, Fenris, and a Grey Lord Escort knocked out on the first turn. So on the top there you see my Lancer ran up. Haley cast Time Bomb through the Arc Node. It automatically scatters because of stealth, and fortunately, or unfortunately, I get a bad scatter and scatter off everybody. So that's okay. It was 4 focus. I didn't really need this turn. Instead, the gun mages will walk up. They're going to take some snipe shots. A couple of them that are in range you can actually see. Only one of them is going to end up hitting. and I'll take out. So I'll take one of the assassins out. Gorman's just gonna run. Not really sure what I'm doing there, but Gorman runs. Stormcaller runs into the trench, and then my other Stormcaller, Junior and Squire run up. So that's the end of my turn. On his turn 2, he's asking about some of the defenses on some people and the armor stats, so he knows like what he's got to deal with. He said he's trying to decide whether or not he should just run into position and defeat this turn, but decides not to. So his Doom Reavers are going to activate. They're just going to walk. At first I forget that Iris has command check, or has a fearless, so I actually roll and she failed her command check, and then I realized she has fearless, so that was good. The other Doom Reaver just walks. He had to sacrifice his action, so anyway, so he just walks to be a nuisance in between my covering fire. Guys, the assassins are getting run charge orders. I'm going to get 3 charges, or he's going to get 3 charges off onto my Lancer up there. And then he's just going to run the rest of the guys to be in annoying positions, keeping a couple of them in the forest, and putting the boss right next to my objective. He manages to miss 2 of the attacks on the Lancer, and the other one only did 1 point of damage, so Lancer is doing just fine. So the Greylord Turnians are going to walk up, they're going to blizzard themselves. You'll see the attack core here in a minute are going to go. He's going to mess this up. He's going to Zephyr them first and then walk, but it really doesn't matter at this point. So here goes the Zephyr, and then he's going to walk the 4 inches with the Cloud Dwarves and Cloud up. Doesn't matter an awful lot. I mean, all he's doing is trying to block line of sight, so the fact that you're not supposed to be able to Zephyr then walk, you have to walk and then Zephyr, doesn't really matter. His beast or his behemoth, berserker, just walks up. His outriders are going to go for a run, position themselves for the next turn. One tries to spray down Iris, but she's sitting at defense 18, so misses that. And then the little command group in the back walks up. He's checking the kill box. Get the Doom Reaver guard up there, and Colden Lord will walk up next to that forest in a minute. So this game actually took quite a while. It was his first or second game against Haley 2. It was my first game against Zerkova 2. There was a lot of questions going on. Wasn't really sure. She had Inspiration Greylord, so that's why he can walk around those Doom Reavers without problem. But Silas in the back there is hanging out way away from the Doom Reaver guard. So on to my turn 2. I'm debating this turn whether or not to go for attrition or to try to start the scenario game. I don't think, because of those clouds, I don't think I can clear his zone. I know I can't clear my zone without... Actually, now that I look at it, I probably could have cleared my zone, but at the time I didn't think I could, and I didn't want to really run Haley over to dominate my zone anyway, so I decided to just go for attrition. So Junior's going to come up, he's going to shoot the Doom Reaver on the hill, he will miss. Iris will shoot and miss with double ones. Stormcall does not go off. So Storm Wall is going to walk up, he's going to take gunshots. He gets 4 minigun shots, misses all 3 on the side trying to kill that Doom Reaver. And then 2 of those were with double ones. His big gunshot will go into an Outrider on the right side, kill the Outrider. Big gunshot on the left side, I'll just pump it into the objective, do a bunch of points of damage to the objective. I think I did 11 points of damage. His pod is going to go out. Pod's going to do 3 points of damage to the objective and nothing to the dwarf. But so I leave the objective on 1 box. That's sad. Storm Strider's going to walk up. He's going to take some shots. First shot goes into the objective, kills it, I believe. Yeah, there it goes. Leaps into the dwarf, kills the dwarf, and then second shot is going to go at the pod. Going to get 3 leaps, but all it's going to do is kill one of the assassins. And there goes the assassin. So, all in all, I gotta say, this entire game, there were more double ones and triple ones than I've ever seen. In this turn alone, I had 3 double ones. Iris had 1, and the 2 shots from Stormwall had double ones. So, and then my opponent had a couple triple ones. I had a couple triple ones. This was a very weird game. So Haley walked up. She's measuring for her control. She TK'd the Storm Strider, and she TK'd herself to get into a better position, actually inside the zone. She popped her feet and camped the rest. The Squire moved up. The gun mages are actually going to do an Arcane Inferno order with 4 of them, and the other 3 are going to take shots. They Arcane Inferno the objective because he had 3 guys base to base with the objective, and that's a 3-inch AoE. End up killing 2 of them and doing 4 points of damage to the underboss. So that's okay. The 3 guys that are aiming, 1 will roll double ones to miss the Cloud Dwarf. The other ones, 1 will not damage the Cloud Dwarf, and the 3rd one actually killed another assassin hiding out in the forest. So once again, another double one, so that's 4 double ones in this turn alone. Stormcaller is going to go up. He's going to triangulate and ends up killing 2 assassins and the underboss. With the underboss will tough. The second Stormcaller went and triangulated and killed the underboss, actually getting past his stuff. So Gorman's going to walk up and throw a black oil at the storm pod and manage to black oil the jack. My Lancer will go up and poke his stick at the Eternian and end up killing the Eternian. Misses his shield attack on the Kayazi. And then that is it. So now I'm going to preface this. This is Khador turn 3. This is the first time he says he's faced the Haley 2 feat, at least post nerf. And it takes him about 8 minutes of thinking what he wants to do in order to actually come up with a plan. Which is not a bad thing. We were not playing on a clock, but had we been playing on a clock, 8 minutes for the first time to face someone probably isn't excessively long, although it is a very long time. He's going to measure his control area a bunch of times, trying to decide what exactly he can get done. In reality, people, if you've never faced against Haley 2, there's not an awful lot you can get done on her feat turn. Zerkova 2 can get done a lot more because she can feat, and all of her magic guys get magic attacks, so she can get a little bit more done, but she can't run, so the Outriders can't run, but they can walk 9 and then light cav 5, so they can essentially run 14 inches, but it takes him a long time to think about what he wants to do. So yeah, we're still in the thought process mode. He still hasn't actually activated anything. I'm at 1 control point right now, so it's 1-0 Cygnar. And had those Cloud Dwarves not been there, I'd been up to probably up to 3. But that's okay. Alright, so he's finally going to go. He's going to go ahead and walk with the 1 Cloud Dwarf, walk with another one, and then walk with his Balashev. He's going to move the Doom Reavers in. That Doom Reaver will move into Iris. The other one will move away, taking a free strike from the storm wall, and die. He says he just wanted him out of the way anyway, so hey, whatever works. Outriders are going to go ahead and they're going to walk up. They're walking into Cav move here in a minute, so that when she feats, they can try to spray through the storm wall and through Storm Strider to hit Haley. I really didn't think about that. So Haley's camping 0 right now, so she's right at 16-14. No extra defensive buffs, so the 3 sprays coming from those guys, while she is a 16 and they're 6, so they need 10s to hit. Zerkova 2 has Occult Whispers that she will end up casting here in a minute, and that's Occult Whispers will give them boosted to hit on their magic attacks, which is going to hurt. So at the top you see the Turnians. They're running in position to be able to spray down my gun mages. Zerkova, the Golden Lord up there, he's going to walk, not engage Gorman. He specifically said he did not want to engage him. I have no idea why he did that, but hey, Gorman unengaged is a Gorman free to throw another Storm Black Oil, so I'm happy with that. Zerkova is going to walk. She puts up Occult Whispers, walks her Reaver Guard up to her, and then pops her feet. So here we go with the feet sprays. The first one is going to roll triple ones and miss. The second one is going to go ahead and hit, and let me see here. The second one hit the storm wall, but couldn't hit Haley due to the way the spray had to be positioned over storm wall. So, and then the third Outrider, he misses Haley, also rolling a 9. You'll see me putting power tokens on my proxy of the Stormstrider. I will correct that. I realized that you can't put power tokens from magic attacks, but it took me until at the end of this turn, so I will not be using those power tokens. So anyone that's going to be commenting right now, sorry. So at the top, the Turnians spray down my gun mages and end up killing 4 of them, and they fail their command check, so they're fleeing. The Kayazi are just going to walk to engage my Storm Caller, and then walk up to the objective there and take a swing on the Lancer, but do no damage to him. And then we're on to my turn. So Haley's going to give 4 focus to Stormwall and 1 to the Lancer. You got the... Right now I'm determining exactly how I'm going to do this. The Lancer is going to take a free strike from that Kayazi again. Gets 6 points of damage to the 5, but nothing really significant. The Lancer runs, gets behind Zerkova. I did forget, and my opponent did not know or did not remember that Zerkova has Spell Ward. So once again, everyone, we're sorry, did not know she has Spell Ward, and you will see 1 spell going at her. So Gorman threw a Black Oil and ended up missing the Storm Pod on double ones, and that sent it off. I was trying to Black Oil Zerkova, ended up missing because of the deviation, so that sucks. Storm Caller at the bottom will free up Iris. Haley is going to cast TK through her Lancer into Zerkova, which she should not be able to do, turning Zerkova around, making her defense 13 instead. As you will see though, it will not matter. So, before everyone gets all angry, trust me, it won't matter. Iris is going to go, shoot Zerkova in the butt, needs a 4, rolls a 1, 1. So, Snake Eyes again. I don't know what we're up to, like 6 Snake Eyes in this game just for me. Storm Wall is going to activate, Storm Strider is going to activate, shoot the Outrider. Manages to not kill Gorman with the Electroleap because he rolled double ones on the Electroleap damage, so that's good. Ends up shooting the second shot goes into the Berserker and killed a Reaver with the leap. Storm Caller at the top kills the Assassin with the Storm Call. Storm Wall is going to shoot the Storm. He's going to roll for gunshots this turn, shooting at the Outriders. He manages to miss 1 Outrider with double ones. Then his big gun shot into an Outrider didn't kill it, and then finally gets another minigun shot and kills the Outrider. The other big gun shot went into Zerkova and missed on triple ones. He went out and potted went out trying to pod the Outrider there, and manages at dice -5, needing a 6 to kill. Did not kill. So, Outrider lived. Storm Strider is done. We're still at 1-0 Cygnar. So his assassins are going up, they're charging. The one killed my Stormcaller, the other one did no damage to the objective. Turnians move and spray down my gun mages again. He needs 7s to hit, I think, or 8s to hit, and only hit 1 out of 5, so that's good. The Cold Lord is going to spray at Gorman. Manages to not kill Gorman, even though it's straight dice, because guess what? He rolled double 1s. So Gorman's still got 3 hit points left. Zerkova is going to run. She's taking a free strike from my Lancer. Lancer rolls a 4 to hit and misses. The Doom Reaver Guard is going to move into the Lancer, swinging. Can't swing at him because he had to run. Berserker got 3 focus. He hits the Lancer 1 time, does a point of damage to one of his Cortex boxes. Doesn't do a lot of damage to the Lancer. Hits him a 2nd time, which burns out the Berserker's Cortex. Still doesn't do a lot of damage to my Lancer. And then blows up, and on his blow up manages to actually do a decent amount of damage to my Lancer. It does like 8 points of damage on his blow up attack. But him blowing up killed the Doom Reaver Guard, killed Silas, did 1 point of damage to Zerkova, which was nice. At this point, he runs with Batrep to get into combat with my Lancer to keep me from arcing. And then the Outrider is going to spray Haley again, but she needs a 10 to hit and misses Haley. So Haley's still good. She's sitting there with like 6 focus left anyway, or 3 focus left. So Haley goes. She gives 2 focus to the Stormwall. 3 focus to the Stormwall. Storm Strider's going to go up, shoot 2 shots into the dwarf, kill the dwarf. Stormwall will just walk and punch that Outrider a couple times. First time actually finally hits it. He hits it on the 2nd bot attack and finally kills it. Haley will go. The Junior went and killed the Cold Lord. Iris went and was out of range. Gorman went and black oiled Zerkova. And then I go up to 3 control points, and at that point he just goes ahead and concedes. So, victory Cygnar. So it was a good game. Forgetting Spell Ward on Zerkova 2 didn't really matter, since I still missed her even with her turned around, and it didn't really play into his game plan a lot. So I'm not too sad about that having happened. If anyone else sees any other rules mistakes, feel free to let me know. If you've got any suggestions, anything you guys want me to play, I own quite a lot of these Cygnar casters, and I'm starting to get into scoring, so hopefully in a few weeks I'll be able to play a scoring game and get me piloting scoring on the camera, but we'll see how that goes. And then any other suggestions, please feel free to let me know. Alright, thanks guys, have a good day. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe.